Good evening, face painters. I understand we are going to be working on a one-stroke dolphin this evening. Tonight I have some Diamond or Wolf FX metallic blue, some white, and some black. I'm using a Lowe's Cornell number 4 round brush. I've loaded it up with some blue. Now the first thing I'm going to do is make a very simple comma stroke, starting with a big fat portion, which is going to be his forehead, and bring it down into the tail area. If it's not fat enough, I can go back in and draw it again, just a little bit above it, to give it a little more body. The next stroke I'm going to do is just make a little bump for his nose. There's our little bump. I want to round this out a little bit, that's fine too. The next stroke we're going to be using is making his upper fin, or his dorsal fin. So again, we're going to just take a small stroke and bring it up. We're going to do the underside fin and bring that down. So far, so good, huh? Basic comma stroke, little stroke up, down, little nose. Now the next step we're going to do is his tail. So these are going to be almost like a comma stroke, but a little bit different. We're going to start again, going fat to thin, again another fat to thin, and you can vary your tail. You can make it point downward, or you can do like a little mustachy kind of looking stroke, depending on which way you want your tail to look. So you can go like something like this, more of a mermaidy style tail, or you can have a downward pointing tail. The next thing we're going to do, sorry, I have help from my 10-year-old there, is add a little bit of Wolf FX white or Diamond FX white right on top of the blue. We're going to be blending the two together. It'll make a nice one-stroke type appeal and give you a really pretty shade of light blue. We're going to be stroking right underneath the chin and along the belly. Believe it or not, this is what dolphins look like in the wild. I'm adding a little bit more white in there, and we're going to give them a little top spray, a little teardrop here under the eye, another little couple teardrops, just to give it look like he's spraying out some water. Again, I'm adding a little bit of white. Yes, I'm working it right into my regular cake of white. I have a pure cake of white, and then I have my convoluted cake, which I tend to use for other colors. And then we're going to just take a couple little teardrop strokes to give it a nice little spray appeal on the sides. So you get little teardrop strokes here, and then once you have those, again a little more white, a couple little dots for various spray, a couple little more dots, just so it looks like it's been a little splash factor going on there. If you want to make a dolphin princess, you can put another dolphin on the other side, and then work in a little bit of spray right in between the eyebrows. Give it a crown type of effect, maybe a little diamond in here if you'd like, and then again I'm adding a little bit more white to get it just a tad bit lighter, and then my little spray. Little dots just to give it a really pretty spray effect across the forehead. Now since this is a mannequin, I'm not going to be using any type of glitter, but I would finish it off with either a really pretty white or even a light blue glitter. Always has a nice little sparkle, and that gives you your little dolphin princess appeal. You can't even fill it her lips in with like 2 different shades of blue, starting with a little darker blue on the outside corner and lighter blue on the inside, and it really, really looks elegant and has a big wow factor. I hope that helps everybody. Have a great night.